Clint Fouch. I'm the Protective Force Union Safety Representative here at the port site. And I plan on being safe by following the 5 core functions of the ISMS.
Hi, my name is Scott Fraser. I'm currently a USW project worker out at the Ports D&D site. I want to continue to work safely this year, basically by using our best safety work practices throughout the facility that we do review on a daily basis. Just an example of some of those safety practices would be just avoiding any uneven walk areas. And I'll continue to use the handrails anytime I'm going up and down steps. Of course, using proper PPE when I'm in the work zone, but basically being aware of my surroundings when I'm in the work zone as well, just making sure there's no additional employees in the area as well as moving equipment. And just my final best practice would be, once we get in the work area, to go ahead and make sure that there's not any additional pedestrian traffic or vehicle traffic in that area. I think if we continue to do these few simple tasks, that it can lead to huge differences at the end of the day. Have a very safe day.
I'm Chris Watkins with the Conduct of Ops group here in Portsmouth. I'm assigned to the Cut and Cap project as a senior supervisory watch. I plan to finish the year accident-free by applying the stop and think core principles to my daily activities. This includes remaining cognizant of my surroundings, focusing on the task at hand, and following procedures with attention to detail.
Hi, my name is Denise Schreck, and I'm the Project Support Manager here at the Porch site. What I like to do with the employees to keep them safe for the rest of the year is try to encourage them to make it on a personal level. You know, think about what they're going to miss out at home with their families if something should happen to them at work. I ask them to look out for each other, because when we lose a coworker to injury or worse, that affects all of us. So I want to keep that in their mind and daily remind them of the hazards that they need to look out for, as far as the simple ones like slips, trips, and falls, or you know, pick up trash when they're walking along the way, or if they see something that could cause another coworker to be injured, for her to you know, address that as well, and not just think of themselves, but think of the coworkers around them. That's our plans for staying safe for the rest of this year here at Ports.
Hi, I'm Allison Lake, and I'm an environmental scientist in the ER group here at the Ports site. What makes me a safe employee is that I am proactive, diligent, and involved when it comes to safety. Not only do I focus on the job at hand, but I also make sure I don't become complacent when doing everyday tasks.
Greg's got like the most orange jacket I've seen in my life, and Janie's challenging him with her vest. But so, you know, wearing this kind of stuff is the right thing to do. It's not mandatory. We've not gotten there yet. We're going to talk about that later on this morning. But you know, being seen is definitely something you want to do. It's a safety thing, right? It's making sure that you can be seen, that others can be seen as we walk around plant site. We've got a lot of paving going on, which I love, but it's causing people to take different paths.
Every year, the number of actual injuries created during the execution of planned work have come down. All right, so it's very encouraging. However, you know, we can't rest on our laurels. There's still opportunity. There's many opportunities for improvement out there. And some of those were repetitive injuries on the same job. And I am just as guilty as everybody else for saying, we're probably okay, let's keep going. All right, so you know, the bottom line here is it's up to all of us to take a step forward and say there's got to be a better way of doing this to avoid injury, repetitive injury within that type of work planning activity. Back to routine now. Let's face it. We need to double down on, watch our brother's keeper, watching out for each other. We're about to start into winter. Let's face it. First frost is going to be on that windshield. We're going to get them scrapers out. I haven't had the scrape yet, but I know it's been close. So, which means that same veneer that's on that windshield is going to be on that sidewalk on a misty day, especially with new pavement. All right. So what happens with new pavement that you put down is everybody knows you get confused that the veneer is easier formed on nice smooth asphalt. Is that morning frost is much more acceptable and can't be seen on black. So we got to be very careful here, guys. I'd like to have an injury-free year, but I certainly would like to see us have a significant reduction in the injuries that we've had this year. Certainly I'd like to see no one get seriously hurt. So I like to look for a good year, guys, and it's everybody in this room that's going to be part of making that happen. So thank you.
Excellent. Thanks, Dennis. All right, so this is the one where we talked about the traffic issues. We had both the new changes that happened at the main gate with the stop line being way back, but people really not really paying attention to that, just driving on up to the gate. There was just a lot of issues there. And then also the one we talked about where people were parking in wrong spots all across the plant site. So you want to take that one away?
Yeah. The safety blitz really worked. Good job to everybody that participated in that. Trina for sending out the DSSs on that. We've seen a significant improvement. People are stopping, waiting for the officer's directions, and really appreciate it. So this one, I think, if everybody agrees, we'll go ahead and close it out. Parking violations. One of the things that was brought up last time was about posting on the new message boards, picture of the vehicle. And I think it went out before it went blank, but I think you blurred the license plate.
We did. Legal made us blur the license plates.
Wow.
Why do we have to blur it?
I don't know. Jason said
Is that one we can push back on, I think?
maybe. But they made us blur the license plates.
One opinion, I don't know.
But that,
Probably because they're legalized vehicles.
too close to home.
It's awesome.
But that's still kind of up in the air how that'll work. So we got some alternates. If that doesn't work, then we'll discuss further.
Okay. I think if it's okay with you, we'll drop off the first one and we'll keep that second one up there just to see how it's still going, just to make it a discussion point for us. Okay, thank you, Bill. Allison, you want to talk about this one here with the, or did you guys had this one, right?
Yeah. And
Yeah, okay, all right.
We've done a really good job with working with WEMS and getting on the same page and prioritizing things, and considering mowing season's coming to an end, it's kind of going to be put on hiatus for until next spring when we need it again. So I think we can take that one off as well.
You concur?